inspect your petroleum. We're gonna inspect the under chassis of the Avalon today. Lock, secure. All right, buds. So we got this tray under here, and as you can tell, we got some oil accumulation buildup in this sector right here. Yeah, let's peek a gander. Move these mats real quick. Come here, come here. Get. Get, okay. Let's grab the Aero Creeper. Need the TE video pillow on there. Okay. There we go. I did a little test drive with this vehicle and I noticed two things that stood out. The steering wheel has a little shimmy shake to it. Peek a gander at the steering wheel right now. She's got quite the shimmy shake. And there's a rear clunk noise. Here, let's turn this down a smidge. Yeah, you hear that? Very clunky in the rear. We're gonna be looking at those two things. First, let's peek a gander at the oil leak situation. See some burnt plastic on the exhaust right there. Good coating of oil. Terrible location for the oil filter right above the front mount there. Not sure what they were thinking with that, but it's okay. Got the timing belt tensioner right there. So with any oil leak, you want to look at the highest point of the leak. So I see some seepage on the exhaust right there. Look straight up at the valve cover gasket and you can see some oil buildup right there. So we're gonna be replacing the valve cover gaskets and then spraying her down real good. I'll actually spray down all this oil before replacing the seals, and then I'll drive it a few times and see if we have any other kinds of leaks. But yeah, good amount of seepage in this quadrant. Transmission pan looks good. Little seepage on the back of this differential dealie right here. Okie dokie. Right here we got the power steering pump, which looks like it could be leaking, but there's also oil buildup on the timing cover right there. So hopefully that's just engine oil dripping onto the power steering pump. The reservoir doesn't look low, so we might be good with the pump. Doesn't look too fun to replace. Looking at the front squadron, again, we got oil up on the exhaust right here. And the valve cover gasket does look to be a little wet. So valve cover gaskets first, and then we will see about the rest, okay? You can see the bottom diaphragm of this front mount. And seems okay. I didn't feel any excessive engine movement. We got a rear mount somewhere. Peek a gander up in there. Not sure if you can see that, but rear mount looks good. Got this transmission lower mount right there that's kind of just supporting the weight. That feels decent. That feels decent. Okay. So, oil seepages. Yes, definitely. Transmission drain. It's like a 10 milli Allen, and I was reading up on it. And you also want to drain this squadron right here to get a little extra fluid out of the differential. So we will be doing that. We'll do an oil change and then we'll clean her up real good. So for the clunk noise, again, I heard a clunk from the rear, so I don't really suspect anything in the front end to be loose, but we can still check. Sway bar link right here. You just want to grab the actual sway bar and give her a little shimmy shake. You can put a pry bar on there if you want, but feels pretty good. Lower ball joints, suspect those to be A-okay, but we can grab a pry bar, and you just want to go in between the knuckle and the ball joint. Give her a little wiggle, and that feels good. Give this side a little wiggle, and that feels good. Struts don't look to be leaking from the bottom. We got compliance bushings right here, and that bushing is torn a little bit. It's not completely torn. Same with this side. Little tear in the compliance bushing. I'd call that maybe 5 out of 10. So I wouldn't actually recommend that unless it's making noise, in which case it would be torn all the way through. So overall, minus the oil seepage, she's looking real good in the front. Let's see if we have a bent rim or some flat spots in the tires or something that's causing the steering wheel shimmy. Give this a little shake, left and right, up and down. That feels good and tight. So left and right, if you feel play right here, it's gonna be your inner or outer tie rod, and that feels solid. So we'll give this a spin. Might be hard to tell. Okay. So we got a little bit of some tire hop. Try to make it easy for y'all to see. So you're just looking at the top of the tire and seeing the height change as it rotates. And there's definitely a low spot with this tire. It's not too bad. So go ahead and feel up the tire. Feels pretty good. Not feeling too much feathering or cupping, but I do see a little bit of a flat spot, which is exactly what I figured. Let's check the other tire here. So again, same thing. Shaker lefty righty, uppy downy, that's good and tight. And we'll spin her. Oh, bud. Okay, there we go. We got a decent dip in the tire. Again, I'll try to make it easier for you to see. So, try to just look at the top of the tire as I rotate this, okay? Here. Try to keep my head straight. So we got a solid dip, and that's gonna cause a vibration that's gonna make the steering wheel do a little dance. And yeah, brother. So feeling up this tire, feel inner cupping. So the tread on the inside kind of goes up and down in little waves. So yeah, that can cause some vibrations and some weird feels as well. And it's kind of worse in some areas, like right here. It's bumpy. So that can be caused by weak struts and the tires kind of bouncing on the ground as it drives. And then the flat spots, of course, are caused by just parking your vehicle in a spot for too long, and the cords in the tire kind of deform and take the shape of that flat spot. So, yeah. Tire tread is decent. What are we looking at? 6:30 seconds there. So we got more than enough tread life. I'll see if I can rotate these tires to the back if the rear tires are any better, and that should help with the steering wheel shake. Rear struts. Little signs of some seepage there. Yeah. So a clunk in the rear could be sway bar links, bushings, or the actual struts. Go left and right, uppy down on the back wheels. And then we'll spin these as well. Okay. A little bit of up and down variation there, but it's not as bad as the front. So I'm thinking we should rotate the tires, bud. I don't know why I put you back. Come here. What are we working with in the back? 6, 5, 6. So we got similar tread. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate these tires, and that should help. Come on over here. Same thing, give her a little shake here. That feels good. All right. All right. The rear tires are definitely better as far as that flat spot. So let's go ahead and rotate them. Check the tire pressures. And again, slight seepage from the rear struts there. Little rear strut seepage. Let's check these rear links here. So just grab the sway bar and up and down. You can do it on the link too, but typically you feel it when you shake the actual sway bar. Those feel pretty good. Oh, bud. And there you are. So this sway bar bushing is worn out. You see that? See that movement there, bud? That's no bueno. That is definitely, yeah. That's gonna cause some clunkage. How's this side looking? So see how I move this link up and down? And you're not seeing the sway bar move in the bushing. But on this side, oh yeah, bud. Bingo bango, okay. Easy fix, we need rear sway bar bushings. For you, Benjamin. Ugh. Those are terrible toe adjustments there. We don't like that, Toyota. Stop doing that. Okay. Everything else is looking pretty fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. So these links feel good. We're just gonna do rear sway bar bushings, try to fix the oil leak, and we'll do a rotation and call her good. Not seeing too much rust, but for 23 years old, you're looking pretty good, not gonna lie. Let's check the tire pressures. Sit you at cheer coffee. Whoo! Okay. Come here. Come here. There you go. Okay, buds, with the tire pressures. Right. So for the tire pressures, again, you're gonna wanna look at the sticker in the door jamb. You can see she's kind of beat up, but so do we have 65s or 60s? We got, what do we got? 205, 60, 16. So refer to the sticker, 205, 60, 16. They want 32 PSI. We're gonna immediately not listen to that and go to 35 PSI. We're at 39. So we're just gonna drop her down a smidge, okay? Go to 35.5. Woo! That one's at 35.3. Okay. Noted. Don't really think there's a tire leak, but we can check. Quick little check for ya. That looks good. Okay, 37.6. Ho ho! 0.1 PSI off. You can't make it up. 35.5. That one's feeling like 36. Nope, 38. drop you down to 35.5. Okay. So I don't think we have any tire leaks. Slight seepage on the rear struts there. Rear sway bar bushings have excessive play. And then we got some wheel hop in the front tires, mainly the right front. Check, check, checky, check. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's about it. There ain't nothing too crazy that I'm seeing under here. Front suspension looks good, other than these rear compliance bushings, but they're not too bad. The oil leak situation, hopefully it's just those valve cover gaskets mainly, and we can take care of that situation. Really hoping there's not a power steering leak, but there could be from an inlet or outlet hose or the pump itself. And yeah. All right, game plan. Rotate back tires to the front, front tires to the back. I'll order some Swaby bushings for the rear. We'll do an oil change, we'll do a transmission fluid change, and then we're gonna clean the engine bay and pressure wash it real good, and then we'll go from there. All right? All right. Good talk. The camshaft wand. The cam wand. We're flipping cams, bud. Flipping cams. Decent. We're gonna take care of you, Jeffrey. We're gonna take good care of you, okay? Okay.